Hello, I'm Tony Dragon, and I'm about to react to Dragon Ball Z Abridged episode 53, the newest episode from Team 4 Star. Now, I've been a pretty big fan of this series for a long time. I think the first one I did was World's Strongest, their movie. Technically, it was based on, was it the second or third movie? With the big brain. Yeah, I really love that one because it really gave a lot of depth I just know him as Big Brain. I don't know why. The Brain. They gave him a lot of character and emotion, and it really made me feel bad for him. It's like, oh no, poor guy, he can't do anything, and this little prick over here is giving him a bad name. But anyway, I think the last episode was. Yeah, it was Vegeta getting his butt kicked by Cell, the new Perfect Cell. So, and this one's gonna be Trunks. Trunks going what was the name they gave for that form? Because I know Vegeta's form at the time was called Ascended Saiyan. Was this one called Super Ascended, Ascended 2, or just further Ascended Saiyan? Either way, it sounds stupid. No, I mean, it's not. It's better than Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Thank God they changed that to just Super Saiyan Blue. You know, but hell, even Ascended Saiyan just sounds pretty cool. It sounds like a better mid form, from Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 2 than anything else. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, Cell is perfect now. Trunks is about to come in, save his dad from being killed. Krillin is just there in the background. I do know that Android 16 tries again at one point from the original series. I don't know that's going to be added in. And I'm trying to think of what else happened around this time. Trunks does lose. I know that because he has a lot of power now thanks to this new form, but he's really, really slow. Like, Cell looks and was just like, the only reason he got even hit in the first was because he wasn't expecting him to be that powerful. But as soon as he realized he's really slow, just like, oh wow, this is actually kind of like sad that I even got hit in the first place. Wow. He's just dodging like gracefully. He's like... But so I'm expecting a lot of great lines from Cell in this one. Now that he's full of himself, I'm perfect and everything. And Trunks probably screaming the entire time. Then again, they may change it up. It's Team 4 Star. I never know. So anyway, let's start the reaction. Start the video in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The following is a fan-based parody. Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama.
Yep.
Please support the official release.
Okay. Oh, they got music too.
Boy, I'm glad you're a Super Saiyan now. I needed a good training partner. I don't know Trunks very well, and Vegeta's always so busy and angry. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I think he doesn't like me. I mean, who wouldn't like me? Maybe you're just too good. Nah, I'm just Goku. And speaking of Goku, it's lunchtime! Well, guess we don't know what time it is anymore, huh? Zach, don't bring Popo stuff. What are you muttering? Zach's rolling Popo's training!
Oh shit! Mr. Popo's gonna have to come in and teach you the sixth rule all over again. Mr. Popo ain't fixing that again. Here we go.
Good lord, the lungs on that boy. You okay, Trunks?
The lungs on all of them.
Doing good on air. game. Yeah, barely.
Well, that's a relief.
On the other hand, Trunks is about to fight Cell.
What? But he's just a baby! Oh, right. The future one. But he's just a baby!
Aww.
Okay, you're done? Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Hey man, it's fine. My power was rising, I couldn't control it. Oh, it's good, go kill him. Definitely didn't do that because you spared the android or anything.
Well, obviously. Right? You know, if I had a watch, I'd be looking at my wrist really condescendingly right now.
Krillin, take this. Give it to my father.
You sure you won't need it?
No. This battle was over before it began. Badass.
Also,
No, that's just Vegeta. That's the Vegeta in him talking. He really is his father's son.
Drugs. Sensu beings heal physical damage. Only therapy will aid emotional trauma. Oh, please. There's not a shrink qualified enough to deal with that hot mess. And speaking of shrink, here it comes. Krillin, go kiss the princess boo-boos. The big boys need to talk.
Fine, whatever. Leave you to it. Say goodbye, Vegeta. I'm
Poor
going to make
Vegeta.
you pay in blood for what you did to him.
Oh, don't lie, Boy Scout. That must have been catharsis by proxy. He's gonna be waking up for the next 5 years in a cold sweat remembering today.
I'm not a psychopath
Kind of like you.
like me.
Does Gohan know, by the way,
Does he know what?
that you let him die?
Oh.
I'm going to power up now.
I'd
Oh.
be disappointed if you didn't.
Oh shit. Low blow, Cell. Low blow.
That's Trunks.
Yeah, pretty astonishing, isn't it?
It's infuriating
Why? Because the gap keeps widening.
because he could have A, killed Android 18, B, killed Cell, or C, killed Vegeta.
Why Vegeta?
Because I deserve something today.
Tien is right. Trunks, you're just as much at fault with this as anyone else. All this power and you didn't think.
Don't you worry. I'll show you just how much stronger I am than my father.
You're fun. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't being specific. I'm referring to the last time we met. Of course you wouldn't remember because you weren't there. I mean, you were, but...
Get to the point.
All right, kiddo, tell me. What do you know about time travel?
Less than I should.
Well,
Yeah.
how do you suppose I got you?
Well, my time machine, obviously.
Yaha. And how do you think I got said time machine?
I don't want to answer that.
Here's the thing. Multiverse theory's a bitch. Fact is you, or at least another you, traveled to the past, saved the world, came back to your future, and finally defeated the androids. Congratulations, son. You won.
But wait, then when did you...
So you decided to celebrate, head back to the past, get your hair ruffled, and finally get that thumbs up from Daddy Dearest. But you made one fatal mistake. You took away what was mine. Unfortunately, I couldn't fit in your time machine, so I had to revert to my normal state, made a trip to a year before you showed up, burrowed underground for 4 years, and, well, the rest is history.
Then you're here.
Because of you. But please don't beat yourself up. You're just a child playing hero, complete with spandex.
And you are just another mistake that I have to correct.
Cell is really impressing me in this version of him.
I'm impressed. Behind all that angst and ridiculous hair, there's a real fighter.
And behind all that insufferable smarm is a dead man.
Trunks, you couldn't fathom the amount of dead men behind
Trunks is a bird? Like I say, he puts up a great fight, but I already know how this is gonna end. So it just makes it even more sad.
Now that might not have done a lot of damage, but damn did it feel good.
Oh, am I sensing an iota of pride? Guess the apple doesn't fall far if you shake the tree hard enough.
Yeah.
That snark isn't going to save you while I'm taking you apart. If you haven't noticed, I've literally got you against the wall.
And don't think I don't appreciate the effort. By a wide margin, you're packing more of a wallop than Daddy ever did. However, you will never, ever defeat me with that form.
But why? It's so strong. Oh yeah, in raw power, it can't be beat. But the amount of concentrated energy causes an extreme expansion in mass. The body can't compensate. And while you'll see a 50% power increase, you'll see a 75% decrease in speed and mobility. You'd never hit your opponent.
This is weird hearing that from Goku.
What just... What? Sorry, was thinking about fighting. I'm not sure what just happened. Silly Gohan. In a layman's terms.
You can't hit me.
Then what do you call the last 5 minutes?
Pity.
Oh!
Do not worry. He is just playing here. Correction. He's been playing you.
He's been playing you.
Why? How?
Because you're green.
Wait, you mean...
No, not like me, you idiot. As in, you're a novice, an amateur. You're surrounded by fighters who have seen more action in a week than you've seen in your entire life.
Yeah.
Now, at your age, Goku had defeated an entire army, several demons, and sent a rabbit to the moon.
Did you make that last one up?
And the worst part of it is, that form isn't even new. Watch.
Look at me! I'm Trunks! Please love me, Dad!
See, anyone can do it.
That's a terrible impression.
But not inaccurate.
Why are you still here?
Cause he's great, that's
And
why.
even your father can do it. He's just not stupid enough to try. And as we've seen today, that threshold is vast. Now, how about you come on down, stop using that useless form, and quit wasting everyone's time.
Oof.
Jeez, I can't tell which is more shattered. Your father's body or your spirit.
Just get it over with and kill me already.
Whoa, and spirit it is. Seriously, Bucko, way to bring down the mood.
Is this all just a game to you?
A game? Hardly. If this were a game, I'd be having fun. Or killing Goku. Now, that sounds like a good time. That still doesn't make us friends. I'm trying, 16!
Fine. Go ahead. Fight Goku. But when he wins, and when you die, nobody is going to remember you.
Huh. Alright, change of plans. Turn that frown upside down, Boy Scout. You're not dying today.
What in the... Why?
Gamble Jr. don't want that gift horse to bite you. You've just given me an idea, Zol. What would I accomplish killing you here? No. The whole world needs to see what it's created.
Oh, what the hell are you planning now?
My revolution. Go take care of your daddy. And make sure to check the news. What channel?
That's a good point.
Well, let's see how well Sensu Bean's doing with broken spine. Where am I? What happened? You may have blacked out a little bit.
But I'm still alive. He must have realized his mistake and run away.
Dude, come on, it's just me.
I don't get it. I trained so hard. I reached a new level. And yet...
Trust me, man, I get you. I mean, my neck's still stiff from earlier. I mean, if I had a dime for every time I had my ass kicked, I might not be in crippling debt. What if I had gotten a beatdown like that? Man, I would have hung up my gloves
Shut up, Krillin. Shut up, Krillin.
I got a dime for that.
No.
Hey, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. And,
Oh, poor Trunks.
check out the gaming channel. They're playing Doom. And,
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Doom soon. I finally have it.
Where you can be the best abridger ever.
It's gonna be my first
Yes?
play,
Sorry.
my first playthrough of any Doom game in general. So
Dead.
that's gonna be interesting.
They also have a Patreon. And shirts over on sharkrobot.com. Well, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna go have a sit.
Alright, so. Yeah. Poor Trunks. He was really trying his best, but. Alright, besides the great comedy, there was some very good moments here. Even if though for like a split second, you kind of saw like some camaraderie between Vegeta and Krillin. Even if for a split second, you know, they knew how each other felt, being the loser in a fight. Trunks, Trunks, you have as much fault, with all of this as much as anyone else, as much as Vegeta, as much as Krillin. You all fucked up, and if anything, I honestly believe Tien in that moment would have been like, "There's the android, boom," and if he had the power of Vegeta or Trunks, he'd be like, "He's still weak, get him down, he dead, woo." So yeah, Tien was the more sensible one. He's the straight man. He thinks things clearly. Everyone else, Krillin with, "God, I'm so horny." Vegeta with like his gloatiness, like, "I'm the best there ever is. I'll let you become more powerful to show you how more powerful I am." And of course Trunks with, "I love my daddy. I want to impress my daddy. That's why I don't want to go all full power yet. Even though I can easily kill Cell with this." Yeah. I mean, of course, it was a good lesson to learn for Trunks that anyone can do that. Just bigger muscles. Brrr. Anyone can do that. It's not impressive. Maybe even Krillin or Tien with enough force can probably do it too. And it really does insinuate he's green. He's a newbie. He's a rookie on the battlefield. I mean, sure, he's fought with the androids maybe once or twice, but that's not enough time to actually get the full grasp of the battlefield, especially these kinds of battles. So yeah, I really like that little tidbit for Trunks. I loved it in the original, and I love how they portrayed it here. And I did love how they made Goku actually intelligent in this one for once, and it was because it had something to do with combat, with fighting. And even in the original, they do make it seem like in terms of combat, in terms of fighting, he's a genius. He's just as a lot of other shonen anime main characters. They may be dumb and everything else, but when it comes to fighting, they come up with the best strategies, the best power-ups, and they generally kick the most ass. So I like how they kept that for Goku. As dumb as he is, he's actually very brilliant when it comes to fighting. But yeah, a lot of great comedy too. But obviously, the best moment for me for this episode was Cell. It wasn't his funny lines. It wasn't his badass in fighting. How badass he was in fighting. Yeah. It was just the creepy factor, how creepy he can be. And I think that's why a lot of people really love his original design for the first form, that insect looking design, because it matched with the creepy factor so well. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Cell we have now, the Perfect Cell, he's creepy. He's almost just as creepy. But it's just so much, more impactful when he looks like that. When he was, in the original, when he was telling that story, it was creepy, but they somehow made it even creepier here. Seeing it, and with that tone of voice, and with the music in the background, oh, that was just scary. Yeah, almost like a horror film. But yeah, he didn't. I never thought of it that way. Trunks, the future Trunks that Cell killed to take Time Machine from, was the one that succeeded, took out the androids, and was about to go back in time to let everyone know that he succeeded. So he was essentially going to go home, and finally get some praise, finally be able to celebrate this great moment he worked so hard to obtain with everyone, with friends, with family, something he never grew up with, and he never got to. He was killed before he even had the chance. And that's just sad. That's terrible. And it just really emphasizes just how great of a villain Cell is in comparison to the villains we've had before. I mean, don't get me wrong, Frieza is still one of the most memorable, and it's still very impactful in just how much of a, tyrannical dictator he was. But this Cell is just so much more personal to the characters, because not just because of, he's made from their DNA, but just how, how he's affected their timeline, their history, the characters and the relationships and of everyone. And it just really, makes me remember just how much I love the Cell saga from the original series. And I really like that Team 4 Star, made me feel that again with this episode. They did mention they're thinking of going on to Majin Buu. Now, Majin Buu is fun, but in terms of villains, he's not as intimidating. He definitely has the power to dwarf Frieza and Cell, but he doesn't have that creepy factor. He doesn't have that presence that Cell or Frieza had. Maybe they'll fix that with Super Buu. Super Buu was definitely creepy. He had his moments of, just standing there looking at you and just like, oh boy, what's going on? What's he going to do? But not enough to, measure up to the two we had before. But maybe Team 4 Star will accomplish that and make him an even better villain than Cell or Frieza. It's difficult, but Team 4 Star has proven time and time again that they can do a lot of amazing things with this series. And I know a lot of people say, there have been some people, I don't know who, I don't really see them there anymore, like in the comment section, who say they're not as funny anymore. And while that may be true on certain occasions, like some of the jokes are more subtle and more, subdued compared to how they started out, they still have their great funny moments, and I do like how they're actually adding some character, story, and drama into this, because it's really fleshing it out and making the comedy bits more, helping the comedy stand out more when they actually do give us great jokes. My favorite joke for this episode, it's probably because it was the most recent one. Maybe there was another one that made me laugh even louder, and I'm just not remembering right now. I have shitty memory. Was probably that last line with Android 16. Watch the news. You'll know what I'm talking about. And Android 16 is like, what channel? And the original, I believe maybe it was like there was just one channel that was being broadcast to the whole world. Like one universal channel that everyone watches for like world news, or if it really was just happenstance that he was on that channel and everyone is just like calling each other, hey, change the channel quick. But yeah, that's a good point. Which channel? A lot of villains do that. It's like, keep your eye on the news. Which channel though? There's like 50 different news stations that I know of, and probably 100 more. But yeah, I mean, maybe for the most viewed news channel. If that's so, here Cell's coming to Good Morning America. Oh shit! That's probably only like most views for American news stations. Maybe. But yeah, now I'm just imagining Cell in a Good Morning America, learning about the latest fashions and cooking recipes. And then he starts eating the audience. Good old down-home cooking. But yeah, great episode. One of their best. And I'm having trouble remembering, maybe because it's been so long since some of the other episodes. It's been like what? More than a month? Yeah, way more than a month than World's Strongest. Was it just, or did the music not stand out as much in the other episodes? This one, the music really did stand out a lot in this one. Maybe it's because there was less dialogue and more fighting sequences. Maybe that's why. But like as soon as the episode started, I immediately started noticing the music and just like, wow, the music is really hitting me right here. And I don't know if it did for previous episodes. I might have to look into them myself, like rewatch some of the old stuff and see if some of the music stands out or if they have music at all. Wow, that's impressive. Oh, but by the time 54 comes out, I might forget that this one had music too. I don't know. But for right now, the music was great. I loved it too. Yeah, everything about this episode was great. So, yeah. So next time I see you guys will probably be for episode 54. Which, if I'm remembering everything correctly, it's gonna be focused on Cell appearing on the news, Goku and Gohan finally leaving the hyperbolic time chamber, and Vegeta and Trunks going back in, Piccolo going in, and Goku and Gohan just kind of relax until the tournament. But I don't know if that's all going to be one episode. I'm trying to remember correctly. But, and speaking of hyperbolic time chamber, I just remembered probably the better joke than the which channel from Android 16. It was Goku freaking out about the hyperbolic time chamber, breaking it, and just repeating over and over, like don't break Popo's stuff, don't break Popo's stuff, don't break Popo's stuff. 6 rule of Popo's training. Oh no. Oh no! Poor Goku. Mr. Popo finds if Mr. Popo finds that clock not back in its place. Goku, I'll miss you, buddy. Rest in peace, good buddy. So anyway, yeah, like I said, next time, episode 54. Till then, I'm Tony Dragon. Bye bye.